Hey guys, and welcome to episode 1 of a new series on the channel. So in today's video we're going to be starting a brand new survival world. So what I figured we're going to be doing for this series is just going back to the basics. So what am I going to call this? Recording survival, I guess that will do. Difficulty easy. Leave the seed blank for now, and let's just get into it. So essentially for this series what I'm going to be doing is just going back to the basics and just enjoying Minecraft just for what it is really. So we don't have many mods installed at all for this series. Well, I can probably show you if I can remember the commands. I can't remember the commands, so I can't show you right now, but we've got a bunch of performance mods basically just to make the game run a bit smoother. As you can see, we've got some fancy leaves. Most of the stuff that we've got... What is this? I don't think I've ever seen this material before. But yeah, we've got a few like quality of life changes and things like that. So as you can see in the bottom right there, it shows me which items I'm picking up, so that if I'm picking up a bunch of items at once, it will make it a lot easier. But yeah, other than that, we don't really have much installed. We've got a couple of like some zoom mods and stuff like that. I can't even remember what this one is called. So I think what I'll do now is I'll get some basic stone tools, and I'll go and find a mine shaft, and that's where I'll come back to you guys. Okay, I didn't need to go far to find a mine shaft because literally we were mining here and there's a mine shaft right here. So let's go a little bit deeper and see if we can find any materials. I mean, I can already see a zombie. I can't see any ores at all. There's got to be... Oh, there's some copper. Is there any coal? Iron already? Okay, that's good. Okay, so 4 iron straight off the bat. That's not too bad. I can already hear another zombie. And I'm very low health with no food. I really need to get better at just attacking these guys before letting them hit me. Do we risk it and just eat their own flesh? I think so. Okay, there's another zombie already, and I'm hungry. Okay, brilliant. On the plus side, we can just sit here and hit him, and I'm regaining some hunger. Some health even. Some coal already as well, which is good. So we can start smelting up some materials. Why is there a birch tree underground? I mean... Maybe it's going to drop an apple, so I guess we'll chop it down, and plus we need some wood. But what we really need is some food, some iron, and also we don't have a bed, so we should probably get some wool as well. There is a lot of surface level, well not surface level, but a lot of easy access iron though. It's one of the things that I do love about the way that the Minecraft caves have changed since the last update. I can't remember what it was called, Caves and Cliffs I think it was. These caves are huge and you do get a lot of resources easily. Like before you had to really kind of strip mine to get anything like diamonds or a lot of iron. Now you can find iron so easy. I've got 18 iron already and we're literally a couple of minutes into this already. That zombie is really loud and I think I might have to turn the sounds down for the mobs. While we're down here, it could be turning to night up there, and I don't really want to be caught out as well, so we should go and get some shears. Well, we should craft some shears. Oh, it's not night. Okay, I thought I was way deeper than I was. So yeah, we should get some shears, get some wool, so we can at least sleep through the night, and then find... I think a village is going to be the next shout, so that we can get some easy resources that we're definitely not going to steal from all of the villagers, and then find somewhere to set up our base. I mean, this isn't a nice little place to start off with. Is that zombie stuck? Maybe, hopefully. No, it's not, it's just aggro to me. Brilliant. But once we've got some resources, go find a village, find somewhere to live, and set up our base. For the first base, I'm not sure what I want to do. I think I'm going to do something temporary, just until we get our footing really. I've been inspired by a couple of YouTube videos that I've seen recently to actually start this series. One of them is by a guy called Etat, I think his name is, and there's another one called I'm Shwami, or I'm Shami. I can't remember exactly how to what the channel's called, and there's another one that's doing a series where they're kind of like doing a build in each different biome. I can't remember what they're called now. The series are called By the Biome, but I can't remember their channel name, and they did like this kind of Hobbit inspired Hobbiton kind of build. and I want to do that as well. That's something that has really inspired me. And I think it would just be cool. I've never built something like that. Usually when I build anything, well, half the time it ends up being horrible and I end up destroying it. And the rest of the time, I kind of just build the same type of thing, like a standard wooden structure. It's nothing really special. So, oh crap, it's getting to night time already. Okay, brilliant. And I don't see any sheep, so we're going to have to find somewhere to build a temporary base. I mean, temporarily we'll just live inside this tree, I guess. I can set up a small crafting station and a furnace in here. Okay, let's get this iron smelting. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some tools, guys. Definitely going to get some shears. An iron pickaxe I think is going to be the next shout. Maybe a shield so that I can go a bit deeper. And I might even have to spend the night in this tree because, well, basically I've just realised this tree's despawning. So I'll get back to you when I've got to the morning. Okay, so I've decided I'm not going to stay in that tree. Basically, oh, pumpkins. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and find somewhere that's a bit easier to live in and hopefully find some sheep from the coast. I can already hear a pig, which would be a good source of food, but I really don't want to go up there because there's a lot of mobs right now. Oh, sugarcane. I was going to say I'll see if I can find a sheep, but I've already found a sheep, so maybe we'll actually be able to sleep through the night. Please give me 3 pieces. He gave me 1. Okay. Well, you know what that means. I just took a bunch of damage. I have to kill this guy. We might be able to smelt up that mutton. Okay, this might be the end. Get me the boat quickly. Oh, for some reason the skeleton just didn't aggro to me. I guess it was stuck behind a tree and it couldn't see me. Let's see if we can see any more sheep. More skeletons. A creeper, spider. Lots of sheep, but also lots of skeletons, so that would be just a death sentence. Although there are some on the edge here we might be able to get to. Let's see if we can sneak on by and hopefully not die. There may be some around here. No, there's not. And there's a spider right next to this sheep. Brilliant. Okay, we've got enough wool. Now let's run, find somewhere to sleep. Oh, a jungle biome. Okay. I guess we're going to spend the night in the jungle then. Okay, let's quickly plop down this crafting table and get this bed made so we can sleep wherever we go to. Oh, it's going to actually let me sleep there. I thought it was going to say there's monsters nearby, but apparently we can sleep here just half on the crafting table, half over the water. There's also a creeper nearby, or 2 creepers nearby, so we're going to have to be careful not to die to them. Let's get some food smelted. We've only got two raw muttons, so that's not really enough right now, but at least we've got a bed, so we've got somewhat. I don't want to smelt my crafting table, so we've got some way to at least survive the night. Okay, this village that is beyond these trees should hopefully have some resources that we can plunder, I mean borrow, and somewhere that we can make our temporary house. We have a little bit of food, like I said earlier, but we need a little bit more. Oh, it's a fancy village. They've got their own little fountain and a little iron golem there. Ah, bread. Okay. Get rid of the raw chicken. We'll take the bread. Oh, and a saddle too. Brilliant. Keep the boat, the doors in there too. Let's put this cap on quick. Oh, and I forgot to mention before when I was smelting up all that iron, I made an iron chest plate quickly. Spruce. Okay, I think we're going to set up a little camp in here. Just so that we can leave our stuff here, go explore that spruce, and then one short. Okay, go explore that little spruce forest. Get a sapling from there too. Spruce is one of my favourite woods, so we're definitely going to be using that for sure. We can come back here and get this stuff at some point anyway. Oh, and while we're gone, we can also leave our ore smelting. We don't need our smithing template either. Okay, so we should be good to go and explore now, so let's go and do that. So what I'll do is I've got the bed, yeah, can't forget the bed. So we'll go and explore over this way. I'm going to go over to the spruce over there, and then I'll meet you guys when we get back to this, when we get to the spruce. Okay, so we've made it to the spruce. It looks like it's literally one spruce tree in the middle of nowhere. Well, there's a couple over there, I guess. There's one here. Oh, a bee. And it looks like there's a little plains biome over here. What I'm looking for somewhere to live is just like a little valley. We might get a little bit of coal while we're here too. So I'll chop down this tree. We'll get a bunch of that coal too, and then we'll see if we can find a valley or somewhere where we can set up a more permanent base rather than living in a villager's house. Okay, yeah, we definitely don't want to be setting up a base here because this is all like horrible, ugly swampland. But we might be able to find a witch's hut while we're here, but that's not really the goal right now. We kind of need somewhere more permanent, but it looks like there's just a bunch of kind of like flat areas around here. There's no hills, a bunch of ugly biomes, and something floating way off in the distance over there. That is some weird generation. It's almost like an L shape, like skyblock almost. That looks more, well, I was going to say it looks more promising, but it doesn't, but that does. That looks more promising. I mean, it's not exactly the type of hill that we're looking for. We're looking for something, you know, something grander, something that looks more kind of fantasy-esque, I guess. But it should at least point us in the right direction, hopefully. So I've just gone over the top of this hill. Back this way is actually where the village is, so I'm going to quickly check my coordinates just so I know which direction I need to head in. But, well, what we did... I nearly killed myself. I should really be watching where I'm going rather than walking around zoomed in. But there's a witch's hut over here. I don't know whether I really want to mess with the witch right now, because that's probably a bad idea while I'm so underleveled. Although I do see the witch's cat, but no witch. So maybe it's actually abandoned. Maybe. We'll go check it out, I guess, while we're here. Ah, nope, I see the witch. We'll come back at some point. We do want to get a black cat at some point, but for now we'll just leave it as it is. Stay well away so we don't end up dying already in the first episode. But this is looking very, very promising indeed. The village is a couple hundred blocks that way. Well, maybe like a 500 blocks that way. So we don't have too far to go to get all of our stuff. Oh, there's another village too. Okay, that's perfect, because we can live there in the meantime if we need to, and we've also got a source of villagers for our iron farms and our villager breeders and stuff like that. So I think what I'll do is I'll set up a small base here, like some kind of starter base. It won't be anything special, but we'll keep it around for the time being, and then maybe next episode or in another episode later on, we'll start building into these hills here, and we'll build some kind of a Hobbit-inspired village. And then at some point later on, I want to build like a big mage tower, which is where we're going to have the enchanting stuff and the nether stuff. That looks like the perfect place to build it on top of here, or maybe on top of here somewhere. But anyway, what I'll do is I'll get a little base set up over here, and then I'll cut back to you guys once I've figured out the general shape and maybe terraform this land a little bit, because it's not looking very flat right now. Okay, so I flattened out this little area here, which should give us enough space to build a small little starter base, but I've just realised I've left all of my resources back at the village. So rather than getting started on the house now, I'm going to go to the village, get the stuff, come back, get started on the house, and then I'll probably meet you guys back here. Hey guys, I'm just editing this video, and it turns out that a lot of the footage that I had has actually corrupted. I'm not sure exactly how that happened, but basically all you've missed was like me finding another couple of villages, getting lost for 2 hours, managing to find my way back here, and then building a base. The only footage that I have of the base is this time-lapse, and as you can see, the base was kind of like 2/3 done when I started the time-lapse, but I hope you enjoy this anyway. Okay guys, so I've basically finished the entire build. I'm quite happy with how it's turned out. I just need to add a few more details. So I finished all of the walls, I finished the roof, I added some trapdoors here for a little bit more detail, and I fixed the windows that I didn't like the kind of L shape they had before. I also added this chimney, which I think is quite a nice touch. I decided I was going to finish this roof as well. I ran out of deep slate, so I don't have this block kind of hanging over the edge by one, but I will fix that eventually. I'm going to make a little pen here for my horse that I eventually get, so I'm going to put some hay bales in there, some water, stuff like that. But for now, this will do. I've got the house essentially done. Need to add a door there, obviously. And yeah, I'm actually quite pleased with how the roof's turned out. Obviously I can add a few more details here and there. On the back I haven't added much. As you can see on the front, I've added some kind of like stairs and some trapdoors and fences as some detail. I need to add those on the other sides, but I've run out of materials, so that's what I'm going to be doing off camera. But yeah, in case you guys didn't realise, this is a build that's heavily inspired by disruptive builds. I'm going to leave the build tutorial in the description below. I've copied the tutorial for the kind of outline, and I've changed bits and pieces here. This roof is completely different. This was just a custom roof I did myself, and I've changed some of the windows and things, but the main frame of the build is essentially his. So I'll leave a link to that in the description below. But yeah guys, I do hope that you've enjoyed this video. I will be posting more of this series as soon as I can, so please do subscribe if you want to see more of it. And yeah, in the next episode I think I'm going to start making an iron farm. I'm going to make a building to put the iron farm in. It might be some kind of a grain silo. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do. And then I'm also going to go to the Nether. So yeah guys, thank you very much for watching. Please do like the video if you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.